All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day today. In today's video, I'm gonna be going over the top 5 investing apps out there. All right, so these are just my top favorite 5. There are way more out there. However, I feel like I could provide you reliable information on these because I'm very knowledgeable on these. Also, I've used these personally, so I don't really have any complaints about them. So let's go ahead and get started. So the big difference between these apps is your level of trading activity. All right, so if you want to trade a little freely, maybe one app will be better suited for you than the other. However, these are all great apps. All right, so without further ado, let's get started. All right, so just a brief disclosure. All right, all investing involves risk. All right, there is no investment out there that be risk free. All right, so every investment involves some type of risk. However, if you do your own research, you'll be well informed about the type of investment you're in, so you could have your level of comfort. All right, so different level of comforts. You can provide more risk, which could provide you more returns as well, or low risk, which will provide you maybe lower returns. However, your money's a little safer. But like I said, all of them, regardless of any type of investment out there, they all involve some type of risk. All right, so do your research before you put your money to work. So coming in at number 5 is Acorns. All right, so Acorns have been around for a while. It's a very user-friendly app, easy to use, simple instructions, and basically these are some of the features that it offers. All right, so round up spare change. So anytime you go out, once your account is linked, once you go out and make a purchase, basically rounds up your purchase to the nearest dollar, and the spare change gets invested into one of their diversified portfolios here. It offers portfolio rebalances, so anytime you receive dividends, it'll be automatically invested into the account. You could also say recurring investments, so say your time frames on when you want to invest with the minimum of $5. Also education, it gives you a little more research on some stocks and terminology, things like that. You could also earn rewards. So if you shop with over 12,000 of their brands, not their brands that they're affiliated with, you could also get some benefits there. All right, so these are some of the portfolio mixes that you can get with them. So you could do conservative, so mainly bonds. It's comprised of bonds, a little moderately conservative, a little more stock mix there. You could do moderate, so a little more stocks than bonds here. You could do moderately aggressive, so you can see some of the ticker symbols there. So VOOs, this is like similar to the S&P 500 ETF, and more aggressive, right? So like speculative stocks or stock tech companies that are sort of reliable too, like not sort of reliable, that are reliable as well. So like Amazon, Apple, things like that. So basically investments that are very volatile, but can provide you with major returns as well. All right, so coming in at number 4 is Betterment. So Betterment has been around for a while. It's been featured on New York Times, CNBC, Business Insider, Forbes. It allows you to build a well-diversified portfolio as well. It's easy to use. You get to optimize it so it can be a little more personalized for you. And here's a little calculator. So if you were to deposit, let's say if you could do $200 a month, your account could grow up to $235,000 after 30 years. All right, that's a hypothetical. It could do a little bit better. It could do a little worse than that. However, like I said, you could build your own investment portfolio here. So you could allocate a certain percentage that you want towards stocks or bonds. It's transparent pricing, like I said, for a measly 0.25%. They manage this portfolio for you. And you could also save on taxes. So you could open up a traditional IRA where you could get those tax benefits. Well, with both accounts, you'll get tax benefits because you could do pre-tax account, which is a traditional IRA, so you could actually deduct that from your earned income. Or you could do the Roth IRA. So basically, Roth IRA will grow tax. It's an account where it'll grow tax-free. So once you start withdrawing your money at the end, whatever your account balance is, it won't be taxed basically. Or you could track your finances. So basically, tracking your finances means like you can see all your investments in there. You can see all your dividends, all the changes you've made, so you can track all that. All right, so it has currently $30 billion under management. All right, so these are just some of the type of accounts they have here. So they have IRAs, like I said, Roth IRAs. They have traditional IRAs. They have high yield cash accounts. So basically, they try to be competitive with the market in terms of savings accounts. They have checking accounts as well, and then trusts. You could also do 401k rollovers with them. So this is a great option. All right, so coming in at number 3 is M1 Finance. All right, this is one of my personal favorites because I have money invested in this app here. So basically, it does fractional shares for you. So you could do build your wealth customization. You could do fractional shares automation as well, so automate your investments. create pies. So you could create several pies within a pie. So your main pie is all your asset classes, so basically all your stocks. But then you could also do pies within the pie, because the minimum purchase for every stock is 1% of the funds you're investing. All right, so let's say you're investing into 100 companies, and the highest percentage here, well, obviously is 100%. So you could do 1% per company, but then you're limited to the 100 companies if you just do one pie. But then if you do a pie within a pie, you could set that pie up for 100%. So allocate a certain percentage to each stock, and then you create the next pie. So then it'll tell you how much money, what percentage do you want allocated to that pie. So you could put like 80%, and then outside you could do the remaining 20% into another full 100 different stocks, which you could set at 1% each again. All right, guys. So you could either pick pies that they've chosen for you, or you could create your custom pies. Like I said, you don't have to pay any fees here. There's no basically commissions or anything you pay here. They also offer M1 Plus accounts, so basically you could borrow money at a 2% rate, guys. This is amazing. I'm actually waiting to use that. It's just that I'm only buying the dips right now in this account. So as you guys can see here, I'll just show you really quickly. So I have approximately $13,000 invested, $13,300 invested into this account. $12,000 is sitting in cash, because what I'm doing in this account, I'm only buying the dip. So every time the market pulls back, I'm buying the dip on all the stocks that basically pull back from the highs. And as you can see here, I currently have 89 holdings in this portfolio. My expenses are 0.02%, and it's providing me a dividend yield of 2.15. So essentially, all these stocks combined, this portfolio will be giving me about a 2% yield on my investments here. All right, and that's just the yield, guys. But remember, you have to take into account appreciation as well. So this is just some of the activities. As you can see, the market has been pulling back recently from all-time highs. So every time the market pulls back, I'm buying into the stock mix that I have. All right, so as you can see, some of the activity here, just some of the dividends I've been receiving. All right, and then some of the purchases. All right, guys, so another feature it does here is a smart transfer. So basically lets you optimize your transfer. So you can set $100 on a semi-monthly or a bi-weekly basis. Once you do that, you can also set it to automatically reinvest. So once the money hits your account, it automatically invests it for you. One thing I don't like about that, it's a Debbie Downer for me, is the 2 trading window. So it only allows you to trade twice a day, especially if you have over $25,000, then you could trade twice per day. If you have less than that, you only have 1 trading window. So it's either at 6:30 in the morning Pacific Standard Time, or at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. All right, so it only has 2 trading windows. So a lot of the activity happens between 9 and 10, guys. So it's basically when the market is pulling back, or it's rebounding off the lows. So that's, like I said, one of the Debbie Downers for this account here, but I still use them because I'm a long-term investor, so I'll just buy when the market is down. It also offers a checking account. Their credit card is pretty nice, guys. I got it. I mean, not the credit card. Their checking account is pretty nice. It offers you a card where it's linked to your account, so you could actually make purchases with the card. All right, what else does it have here? Let me see here. So these are just some of the type of accounts you could open. And then, are there any fees? Unlike some of the company, so there's no management fees, nothing like that. So what are the risks? Like I said, in every investment, there's risks out there. So just go ahead and do your research before you invest. All right. Let me see here. Like I said, you can borrow their money as well at a 2% rate, especially if you have the M1 Plus account. You can borrow at a 2% rate. Right now, they're offering a promotion that you can borrow $5,000 at a 0% interest up until June 30th. All right, and you could activate. Oh, they currently have a promotion where you could activate your 1-year free trial M1 Plus. So basically, get the everyday low price of 2%, like I said, of all funds that you borrow from them. All right, and you could borrow up to 35% of your portfolio. So if you have $10,000 invested, you could borrow $3,500 of theirs at a 2%. No fee, no application, no pay schedule, just 3 clicks to borrow. And then what else do they have here? All right, so for regular accounts that are not M1 Plus accounts, you'd borrow their funds at a 3.5% rate. And these are just some of the comparisons to the other brokerage accounts here, what they charge. All right, so they also offer the spend account here. So your bank is your account basically, so it gives you this card here. So that's what the card looks like. Mine is it has purple and silver. All right, so once you have funds in this account, you can basically use this. This could become like your bank as well. So it's a Visa card. So you can basically use a Visa card wherever credit cards are accepted. All right, and what's great about it is that you earn 1% cash back when you spend. All right, guys, so coming in at number 2, we have Webull. All right, so Webull is a great app, especially for more active investors. All right, so it offers options trading, stock purchases. One downside of Webull is that basically it doesn't offer fractional shares, but other than that, it's a very reliable stock right now. It has, a very reliable company. It has a current promotion where you basically get 2 free stocks once you deposit $100 if you use the link in the description. And those stocks could be worth up to $2,000, all right? So you'll be getting 2 free stocks once the account is funded and open. All right, so one thing I like about Webull, here, let me show you guys. All right, one thing I like about Webull is that you can set your own portfolio watch list as well. So this is just my watch list here, some of the companies that I'm watching. I mainly watch the SPY, the QQQ, and the DIA because it's basically the Dow Jones, the S&P 500, and the NASDAQ. So I'm watching these to give me an idea of how stocks are going to trade. All right, and you can search your stocks here. One thing I like about Webull is that on margin accounts, it can provide you 4x leverage. All right, so if you have $10,000 in there, your buying power essentially becomes 40 grand. All right, so that's very dangerous as well because you could lose your capital with the bad trade. You could lose it immediately because your account is leveraged. All right, so what else does it offer? You could also create retirement accounts in here, and you could also send out your referral links to your buddies. So let's say you open up an account and then you want to receive some free stocks. You could send your referral link to your buddies. Once they open up an account, you'll get some free stocks and they get some free stocks as well. So it's a win-win situation. All right, so coming in at number 1, we have Robinhood, the old timer here. So yeah, Robinhood here basically is a great app. I'm a little biased towards this one because this is where I actually started my investing journey. All right, so there's no minimum for account balances in here. You can start for as little as $5 if you want once you link your account. They also offer commission-free trading, and they also offer a rewards program where if you actually sign up, you'll get a free stock when you sign up. And if you also share your link with your buddies or anything like that, they open up an account, they fund it, they'll get a free stock, and then you'll get a free stock. And they also offer their little debit card here. So once your account is linked here, you open up a checking account with them, you'll be getting access to their Visa, I believe it is. Oh, it's a MasterCard. So a Master debit card. So you could actually link it to your account and you could actually spend the money that you have inside your Robinhood account. So you don't have to necessarily rely on just your bank. So if you want, you could actually put all your funds in here, but I wouldn't do that. Even though I trust them and everything like that, but you can't have all your eggs in one nest, all right, guys? So one thing that I extremely love about Robinhood is that it introduced fractional shares a while back. So for as little as $1, you can start buying fractional shares of any company, all right? So that's what I have. I'll show you guys my portfolio right now. So you could invest any amount into any one of those stocks. You could build your own portfolio, real-time trading. So fractional shares, just a little disclosure on that. So they're highly illiquid outside of Robinhood. So meaning that you won't be able to redeem them if you try to sell them outside of Robinhood, all right? All right, so you can manage your own portfolio here, keep tabs on your money as well. You could also do a cash management option. So basically, if you leave your money in the account, it'll be accruing you a 0.30% APY on any uninvested cash. All right, if you don't have that account set up yet, any cash in the account doesn't accrue any type of interest or anything like that. So it also offers crypto trading, and then Robinhood Gold, all right? So it allows you access to research reports on stocks, trading on margin, instant deposits, guys. That's a very big plus right there because let's say I want to put some funds into the account and I want access to them right away. That instant deposit feature allows me to use the funds right away while my funds clear with them, all right? So that's just starting at $5 per month, and you also get to borrow their money at a 2.5% rate, which is very competitive with the market right now. All right, so let me show you here my account with them. All right, so if you've been following my channel, you guys can see here that I did make a withdrawal of $25,000 because I wanted to start that M1 Finance account. So yeah, I took out $25,000 from there, or else this account would be at $76,000. because I had a challenge where I'm trying to get this account to 100,000. So if you guys want to follow me, see, I have $51,000 invested here. However, my buying power is 81,000. That's because I have $28,000 available in cash and $52,000 available in margin. So that's a total of $81,000 because I do have the Robinhood Gold. And this is just my portfolio mix here. So as you guys can see, some of the positions, since the market is pulling back, a lot of these are long-term holds because I also want to collect some dividends on them. So let me go ahead and show you by the amount of equity I have in each one of them so you guys can get an idea. All right, so as you can see, look at the fractional shares. All right, as you guys can see the decimal point, because it's not a complete share. I like to purchase these stocks on a dollar amount basis, not a share basis. All right, it has great execution as well, and these are just some of my long-term holds. So some of my large holdings are JD and PDD. I believe these stocks have great potential, and so I'll be holding on to them for a long time. And these other ones, I'm just stair-stepping into them because I want to hold them over time as well to collect some dividends. So like Glad here, and let me see, FDL as well, Noble, so Dividend Aristocrats. Some of the ETFs here, so the SPYV, so it's like the mini version of the S&P 500 value ETF. The SPYD, so it's like the mini version of the S&P 500 with the high dividends. So basically what it does, the stocks that are allocated in this ETF basically are high dividend stocks. So it tracks the highest dividend paying stocks within this ETF. All right, so these are just some of the other holdings I have here. All right, so I don't want to take up too much of your time here. I just want to give you guys an idea of how many holdings I have. So I have over 100 holdings right now in companies, and like I said, some of them are dividend paying. Let me go ahead and show you what I mean by that. So go to transaction history. So I'm very active in the market, so I do some day trades here, some options trades, some swing trades, and also long-term holds. All right, so this is just some of the recent activity. So I'm expected to be receiving dividends pretty soon on these companies here. And these are just some of the other payouts that I've had in the last 30 days. I'm just going to give you a brief overview, all right? So I'm going to go older so you guys can see all the dividends I've been collecting. All right, so these are years worth of dividends. So since I started in 2017, but since 2017, I only had about $1,000 invested in there. Until I started this journey, I think I invested 35 grand into this account, and I'm going to try to grow it to 100,000. The reason I put 35K in there is because I wanted to be exempt from the pattern day trader rule. So basically limiting me to 3 trades per week. So I got rid of that rule once I deposited over the $25,000. All right, so if you guys want to keep tabs on this account here, just go ahead and follow me on my channel, my journey to $100,000. Once I do reach $100,000, I'm gonna be giving out some rewards. So I'll be asking you guys some questions of how long it took me, let's say, to grow to $100,000, and I'll be giving you guys some gift cards and things like that. So just follow me here on the channel. And if you guys, like I said, if you guys want a free stock, all you have to do is hit the button here once you open up your account. So right now, look at, so let's say you open up an account. So this expires June 20th. You could be receiving promotions like this once you have your account open, right? So me, if you guys were to use my referral link, I would be getting 3 free stocks and you get 1 free stock. But then let's say you have your account open for a while. They do this on an intermittent basis. So at least once or twice a year, they'll offer special rewards like this. So getting like 3 free stocks or 2 free stocks, things like that. There's unlimited invites. However, you can only get up to 500,000 in free stocks, $500 worth of free stocks each year. All right, guys. So I hope you guys found this video interesting. Hopefully, it's very helpful to clarify some of the doubts you guys had about these investment platforms. And also wanted to remind you guys, you have to invest. All right, guys. That's the only way to get out of this rat race, and the only way to will get you closer to financial freedom sooner than later. All right, so you have to let time kick in to be able to start the compounding effect. So you essentially don't have time to waste, guys. So go ahead and get started. If you have any questions, go ahead and drop them in the comments. I'll respond as soon as I can. Hope you found this interesting. If you want to follow me on my journey to getting financial freedom, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, follow my videos, and I'll be providing you guys updates on a weekly basis around on my accounts. All right, thank you guys and have a great day.